Have you ever heard of blue static? Where I grew up, there's this urban legend about it. They say if you tune an old radio to a dead channel, sometimes the static isn't white and hissy. It's deep, almost heavy. That's blue static. The story goes you have 1 minute before something on the other side realizes you're listening. And once it knows you're there, it never, ever stops calling. People argue about whether it's real, but everyone agrees on one thing. Once you hear it, you never forget the sound. It just sticks in your head, like a memory that isn't yours. My hometown, Marlow Ridge, seems totally harmless. It's a one-of-everything kind of place. One high school, one diner, one grocery store. At the edge of town, there's an old, abandoned AM radio station everyone just calls the Mouth. Its antenna is permanently crooked, no matter how many times they try to fix it. Years ago, during a bad snowstorm, a late-night host at that station answered a live call he wasn't supposed to take. The caller didn't say who they were. They just asked, very calmly, "You can hear us now, right?" And then the broadcast cut to static that never sounded right again. 2 days later, the station was shut down for good. That summer, my friend Noah got obsessed with old tech radios, old TVs, cassette players, anything with physical dials. He claimed older machines lied less. Our other friend Mina thought he was crazy, but she still hung around his garage every night, pretending not to be interested. Noah always needed to know how things worked. Mina always needed proof. Me? I just didn't want to be alone. So one night, we broke into the Mouth. The air inside smelled like dust, mold, and old metal. Noah pulled out a portable radio and started turning the dial. We heard crackles, hisses, bits of distant stations. And then, it changed. The static slowed down, got thicker, like it had weight, like it was filling the room. My teeth started to ache. "That's it," Noah whispered. "That's blue static." The radio clicked, and then a voice slid through the noise. It was soft and familiar. "Cass." My heart just dropped. It was my little brother Eli. The same lisp, the same scared voice he uses when he has a nightmare. "I can't see," the voice said. "It's dark. Can you come get me?" Mina grabbed my arm. "That's not him," she said, but her own voice was shaking. Behind the voice, there was this other sound, like dripping water, but way too close. And under that, something worse, a feeling like a smile held for far too long. The voice stretched, sounding wrong now. "Cass, Cass, Cass." The lights flickered, and for a split second, I saw another version of the room, wet and peeling, with rust streaks that looked like blood. We ran. We jumped into Noah's car, and the dashboard radio turned on by itself. Same static, same slow, breathing rhythm. "I can see you," Eli's voice said gently from the speaker. "Please open the door." I glanced into the back seat, and my blood ran cold. Someone was sitting there. Not clearly just a shape. Enough to know something was terribly wrong. Noah slammed on the gas and we peeled out of there, but the static followed us. Not through the speakers anymore. We could feel it in our bones, a pressure behind our eyes. Back at Noah's garage, every single device turned on at once. Old TVs glowed blue. A police scanner hissed. The voice came through all of them, layered and wet. "Thank you for opening the door." That's when Noah finally confessed. He'd built an app that filtered ambient noise, trying to find patterns that sounded like speech. He'd been feeding it recordings from the station, teaching an algorithm what to listen for. "I thought it was just noise pretending to be meaning," he said, his voice breaking. Mina looked at him, horrified. "You didn't create it," she said. "You trained it. You taught it how to talk to us." As she said that, a tall, dark shape appeared on one of the blank TV screens. It wasn't a reflection. It was just there, and every device in the room clicked twice in perfect unison. We started smashing everything, tearing cables out of the walls, but it was no use. The legend wasn't about radios. It was about attention. It couldn't cross over unless we listened long enough to be heard back. We had to go back to the station. Inside, a door had appeared where the main microphone used to be. The radio, somehow still working, begged us in Eli's voice to open it. The doorknob was twitching. That's when I finally understood. It wasn't hunting us. It was collecting us, making copies, echoes, recordings of people that forgot they weren't real. I looked at the wall where the door was and spoke to the static, not the voice. "You don't get to wear him." The radio clicked twice. Mina smashed it with a pipe, and Noah killed the main power. As the door flickered and peeled away like a bad projection, I saw what was behind it. Not a monster, but a crowd of faces, all flattened and wrong, like bad audio files looped too many times. They were the others who had listened too long. Then, silence. For a while, things were almost normal. That was the worst part. The town just pretended nothing happened. Noah sold all his old tech. Mina insisted it was just adrenaline and coincidence. I tried so hard to believe them, but the sound never really left me. Sometimes at night, I hear it a faint pressure behind the hum of the fridge, in the rush of air through the vents. My brother Eli started talking in his sleep again. Not nightmares, just quiet murmuring. Once, I leaned in to listen, and the whispering stopped instantly, as if it knew I was there. Noah had to delete a video he posted of our adventure. The comments got weird. People said they heard breathing. People said their own radios turned on after they watched it. A few accounts just posted the same timestamp over and over. 2:14 a.m. Then Mina called me, crying. Her phone had rung while it was on airplane mode. She didn't answer, but she said she could hear something on the line anyway. Not a voice, just listening. I've started noticing it everywhere now. People on the bus, in class, at red lights, just staring at nothing for a second too long, like they're trying to place a sound only they can hear. Maybe the legend was wrong. Maybe it doesn't need radios anymore. Maybe that was just how it learned to speak. And now it knows better ways to listen. Last night, I was scrolling on my phone in bed, and the screen just flickered to static. Deep, heavy, familiar static. For a single heartbeat, I thought I heard Eli breathing right next to me. Then a message appeared on the screen. No sender, just plain white letters on black. It said, "You're very easy to hear." I didn't reply, but the sound hasn't stopped, and I don't think it ever will. Thank you for listening. Let me know in the comments if you've ever experienced anything like this. Stay safe, and I'll see you in the next one.